Every time I stepped on that mat, I had to prove that I belonged there. When I started wrestling, one room could fit every female wrestler in the state of Minnesota. I remember being nervous every day on my way to practice, and that nervous feeling never went away. Wrestling boys every day was hard, and it never got easier. The boys I wrestled had their own goals as well, so they weren't going to slow down for me. I would go into matches and try, but I would rarely ever come out with a win. I remember this one tournament being my turning point. It was my last match of the day, and I remember walking off the mat and I kept telling myself, I'm done losing. I'm done losing, I'm done losing, I'm done losing, and I don't care what it takes for me to have to win. And I committed myself to doing that. I began attending extra practices. I began to lift and run more. Whatever it took for me to get to where I wanted to be, I was going to do it. I didn't want to feel the way that I felt walking off that mat ever again. At the end of my junior year, I received a message to a link, and when I opened it, it was an article that Minnesota women's wrestling had won the vote to be sanctioned. I remember tearing up when I read this because I could finally have my chance just like everybody else in this sport. The state tournament had more girls than I had ever seen wrestle in Minnesota. And then boom, I make it to the finals, and now I have the opportunity to become one of the first girls to win a state title. But I remember the ref telling me to get up, and he was like, stand up, because you know they gotta raise your hand for everybody to see it. I couldn't believe that I was the one who won. I couldn't believe it, You can see my coach, and he's like, Nari, get up, get up. And I couldn't move. It felt like everything stopped in that moment. In that moment, everything I did to get to that point didn't matter. It truly felt like it was all worth it. I know at TWU I'll never be that girl that walked off the mat feeling the way that I felt when I was just a 9th grader. I get why we're encouraged to push past our limits. In high school, there were things that set me apart as an athlete. So in college, the things that set you apart from the crowd in high school are now the new norm. It required me to be a better student. It required me to be a better teammate. It required me to be better all around in order for me to reach the new goals that I had set. In order to accomplish the goals I set for myself, I know it requires a leap of faith. And I chose a school that held my hand and agreed to take that leap with me. At Texas Women's University, barriers are shattered, doors are open, and possibilities are endless for those who dare to step through.